Being a minister's child, military brat, a teenage mother, and also a young wife, my life has been far from dull. Of course, my parents were very strict growing up, and education was a must. Actually, going to college has always been a dream for me. I've always wanted to get out on my own and live the campus life. That dream was put on hold when I got pregnant with my first child at the age of 16, my second child at the age of 19, and I was married by the age of 22. With so many pressures as a child, being a teen mother and a young wife, and having so many people look up to you and expect greatness, there's no way I could not have made it possible to do whatever it takes to get a college education. Born to a ministering United States Airman can be hard for any child, especially a young child, but it can also teach a child to have countless amounts of morals and structure. I was born in Panama City, Florida, on Tyndall Air Force Base to James and Diane Shear. My father was an airman in the United States Air Force, as well as a newly ordained minister when I was born. I have two older brothers that were born in Detroit, Michigan, where my parents are originally from. And within 2 years, about 2.5 years, my younger sisters were also born in Panama City, Florida. After my youngest sister was born, my father got orders and was stationed to Beckettville, Ontario, Canada. We are only there for about 15 months. And then we moved to K.I. Sawyer Air Force Base in Michigan, and that's in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. There, my younger brother was born. We lived there for about 6 years, and then we were off to Misawa, Japan. Japan was one of the most fascinating experiences in my entire life. I had a great time and a lot of fun learning another culture. After those 5 exciting years in Japan, they had to end, and my father was then stationed in, he served his final years in the Air Force at Columbus, Mississippi, at Columbus Air Force Base. In between the move, our family went to Detroit, Michigan. It was for the Christmas vacation, and there I would disobey, or I don't want to say disgrace, but disobey my parents and put myself in a situation that I could possibly not ignore. I got pregnant with my oldest son. I thought my life was over. I was ashamed. I knew my parents were let down as well as the rest of my family, and I just felt really helpless. I thought my life would end and it would lead me to become, a bad parent, but it actually also led me to be a good parent. I have a 17-year-old son now, and I'm very, very proud of him, and that he has not been taken under or have been put in that category as a lot of statistics of teenage mothers. 1 month after my 16th birthday, I got pregnant by a guy I just met only days before. Again, I felt really ashamed, and I felt I let a lot of people down. I kept in contact with my child's father by phone, and when my son was born, he did come down to Mississippi to bond with myself and my son. I actually was really surprised that my parents allowed it, but I was really, really grateful. While I was pregnant, I was a bit stubborn, and I dropped out of high school. Of course, my parents did not like that idea, and but they were still supportive, and they did support me as long as I did receive and take courses to get my GED. I did complete my GED only a few months after I gave birth to my son, and immediately after that, I enrolled in community college. There I studied computer programming, and then I switched over to accounting. Later, I had to become a part-time student due to the stresses of being a young adult with a child, going to college, working full-time, and at the age of 19, finding out that I was pregnant with my second child by my then current boyfriend. And that actually caused me to put a pause on my college education. 13 years later, I've gained a husband, 3 more children, a small cleaning company, and almost received my college education. Just days ago, my husband and I celebrated our 12th wedding anniversary. My oldest son's father and I got back together after a couple years broken up, and we now have an 11-year-old and a 6-year-old son together. I also have a 13-year-old stepdaughter, and who is also the same age as my daughter. My oldest son is graduating from high school this school year and has had some scholarship offers for football from several universities. Seeing my son get so excited about college really motivated me to continue and finally get my degree. Last January, I made that first step in enrolling in the International Academy of Design and Technology, where I am earning my associate's degree in web design and development. I am now in my 11th month of training. After I do receive my degree, I will not be stopping. I also want to earn a bachelor's degree at IADT and study graphic design. Since I've been with IADT and studying web design and development, it has led my interest in a different direction. I am still fascinated with the development and design of websites. I just found a new or maybe lost love for graphic design. Although I have had a great beginning, growing up as a preacher's kid and also a military brat, it brought and still does bring great structure in my life. Being a preacher's child gave me a sense of morals and values. It helped me raise my son and all the rest of my children in a way that they should go. It was a tough and rewarding middle part of my life. I had to learn a lot of lessons, and it really got me through to where I am today. I once thought that it was impossible to do a lot of the things that I am now doing or able to do personally and with my family. Now the only thing in my life I have always had the desire to do, which is get my college degree, is quickly coming, and I can't wait. Even though we all go through things in life, we may think that there is no way that we can succeed. Let me be the first to tell you that you can do it. It can be done. Although I haven't completed all of my goals, and I know there will be further goals after I do meet these goals, I know I will do it. I know I can do it. And I am ready for my career to blast off. And although I know that my kids do love me, and all my children will love me for whatever I do in life, I have always wanted to be the best influence on my children and make sure that they have a college education, and that they want to make that decision for them and to make their life better. Thank you. My name is Sarah Shear.